Yes,
Mm.
hello, ma'am. How are you?
I am excellent. How about you?
Yes, I'm also pretty well. Thank you so much for asking.
Mhm.
I was waiting eagerly, when you said that, today. Actually, I do not take a session in night, but
Mhm.
for you, I thought let's just manage everything.
I'm so grateful and thank you so much again for connecting with me and wanting to have this conversation. I'm equally excited and I can see that excitement on your face as well. You're really very expressive.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm also really fascinated by your name. I often get fascinated by some unique names. Your name is also one of them. So, yes,
Oh,
so I have that love for names, and I feel that name creates an impact. Before even looking at that person, it already creates an impression about that person. Don't you think so?
yes, really. And I am
Mm.
like that, like
So, what do
my
you think?
name.
What impression your name creates?
Uh, Prarthana, it's kind of spiritual person, happy person like that, I think, maybe.
Mm. For me, my first impression when I had a look at this name, my impression was that this girl must be very sincere, right? So that was my impression. And do
Okay.
you also feel that when our parents name us, then do you feel that whatever way they name us, all those qualities come into us over the period of time? Do you
Right.
think?
Yes, I do believe. And
Mm.
that's why before putting my baby's name, I just searched a lot. I have two
Mm-hmm.
babies with her son. So before given them name, I also searched a lot. Then I have given them name.
It's so true. Even everyone these days, those new parents, they are doing a lot of research on names before actually naming their babies. And there are many unique names these days. If you'll search on Google's of any boys or girls' name, you'll get many names, and then you get even more confused. So, was it really easy for you to name your babies, or you were also really confused before naming them?
Yes, I was confused, so I asked to my D, and my D
Mm-hmm.
suggested one is named Prakhar, and
Mm-hmm.
the second one name is Gaurans. So
Mm-hmm.
I selected, and C has given me. So yeah, I put.
That's nice. And I tell you my story that I named my sons as Shivan and Rudraksh. So it's been like 3 to 5 years now, and now I want to change their name because many a times we get even better names. So we feel
Their
like
name.
let's change it. And I wish that I had that option, so I must have changed their name.
Oh, so what would be
Like I'm really fascinated by the name Ram.
Ram?
Ram, Shiv, like
How
God's name.
these days I like the name Raghav a lot.
Uh-huh. So these are all synonyms of Ram only, right?
Right, right. Mhm.
Hmm. Okay. So have you ever come across any such person where you have judged that person before you got to know about them? Like with the name, you have already judged that person and it turned out to be someone different or some different personality.
No,
Never?
never.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I never meet like that person.
Mm-hmm. But
Their name, no.
I often perceive their first impression whenever I get to know their name. So I get that first impression, and I expect a lot from them. Like for you, I thought you are a sincere girl, so I had that expectation that I'm going to meet a very sincere girl, right? So I have that habit.
I don't think so. I'm too much sincere, and I am for my work,
Mhm.
for my like that. But for other things, I don't know.
No problem, no problem. And there is this also another example where many a times their parents name their children as their nickname only, like Chotu, one of the examples. Like, so do you think that they sometimes feel really embarrassing while introducing themselves to someone?
Right, right. and that's why I not give my kids like that name. And if I heard like that, so I just say to that parents,
Mm-hmm.
like my relatives, don't change their name and just called whatever his particular name
Mm-hmm.
is. Don't like that names, like it should
Mm.
do that.
Ah, and kids of this generation are very particular about their names. Like when we were kids, we were never very serious about whatever people were calling us. We were fine with everything. You can call us anything, right? But these days, kids are really very smart and very conscious of their names. They want a perfect
Right,
name for themselves.
right.
Right. Hmm.
They choose like, Mama, why have you given this name? My name
Mhm.
would be this.
Mm.
He knows, I don't know, but these days kids, they are extra smart. Like I don't know, but they knows lots of things by, I think, network internet. That's
Hmm.
reason I don't know. Because they watch a phone and they get lots of information from them. So maybe that's the reason. And these days mother, they are also very active, and so maybe the second reason.
Right, right. Even when if we keep our kids away from phone, but then also when they'll go and mingle with their friends, they'll get to know all these things about their friends. So circle also matters. What kind of circles they are going into, right? And they get a little influence from there also.
Right, not a little,
Mm-hmm.
much. Even language also, when my kids come after playing, so they speak different language. Like
Mm-hmm.
to saying abe, so I said, who speaks like that, abe? So sometimes, language, the way they speak, lots of things, their behavior, everything.
Mm-hmm. Right. And they always pick up bad things first and they'll, leave good things. They'll always pick up bad things. This is
but
with my kids as well.
but we have to send for playing because we
Hmm.
cannot stop, cannot keep in home. So yeah, we can practice. Like this
Hmm.
is wrong.
Right.
Say
We just need to teach them what is good and what is bad. Right.
yes. And
Mm.
one thing I wanna add more, like if we teach our kids, like you can convert them your habit. So
Mm-hmm.
they started, doing like that. S-
Hmm.
This habit to them.
Right. One of my students also told me one day, and I was very impressed by her saying that she told me, I always tell my kids, I condition my kid in that way that I always tell him that you should always lead. Don't follow others, what others are doing, but you should lead as an example and they should follow you. So I was really impressed by this line. And I thought I'm going to tell the same thing to my kids as well, that you have to always lead the group, right?
Right.
Mm,
Right.
okay.
You have melody voice. Actually, I don't know how it's come. Is there magic and something you do, exercise, anything?
First of all, thank you so much for this incredibly beautiful compliment. And I don't know where it comes from, but it is in me naturally. I never did anything for this.
Okay, but it is
Mm.
very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
I think that voice can, change anyone moods.
Hmm.
Even mm, I
Yes, it
try,
has.
but my voice is different. Will do, but yeah.
But I feel that if somebody wants to get somebody's tone, then they have to do this shadowing practice, like imitate them. And with this practice, they can definitely get a little of it.
Yes,
I feel so.
only the way, you speaking way,
Hmm.
but we change like a voice, white
Hmm.
voice, like God gifted.
Hmm. Right. But still, I believe that your way of speaking is much heavier than the quality of your voice, right? It creates an impact, the way of speaking.
Right,
So
right,
no matter what's the quality of your voice, but way of speaking matters.
right. Absolutely right. With you.
Okay, so I think I've asked you a lot, many questions. Do you have any questions for me today or anything you want to discuss?
Yes, I have so many questions. I
I hope I'm not in trouble.
no. That are very easy. I want to know about your childhood. Where have you done your education and all these aspects?
Mm-hmm. So yes, going back to the memory lane, and I've done my education from KV only, Kendra Vidyalaya. Are you aware of that?
My kids also they in Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Yes. So I'd been always studying in Kendra Vidyalayas, and if I talk about English, then it was an English medium school only, but there was never an English speaking environment. Both students and teachers spoke in Hindi only. But yes, there was a benefit that we were always exposed to this English textbook, and then we used to write our exams in English only. But we were lacking in speaking environment. That's it, right? And after that, I went to my college. There also, it was all in English, but still I was not speaking because I was kind of very reserved girl. I was rarely talking to anyone in my, batch. So I was kind of reserved and very sincere, very studious, but never into speaking. I started speaking when I got placed in a company as HR, and there it was my compulsion to speak and interact with people because it is the main responsibility of HR to handle employee grievances, their issues, and then send uh, emails throughout the company, conduct interviews, right, shortlist candidates, and all that. So my role was of such kind that I need to speak. From there I started speaking, and that too in English, but that time my English was not really good. It was broken English only, and I was somehow managing, but I never felt like I need to improve because I never knew that English has, such a good scope in future as well. But then I had my kids, and I had a long gap of 5 years after that. And on one fine day, I stumbled upon one of the YouTubers video, and he was also practicing his English like us. So I thought, let's connect with him, and I had a conversation. And since then, I've been always having conversation with some or the other people on daily basis, and this is how I'm improving. And I've got to know a lot many things that I need to improve on: my grammar, my this clarity of thoughts and sentence structure and everything. So I think all these things come over time when you keep on doing, when you keep on exposing yourself to English language. So it will come. It's just that you have to put efforts, and fluency will automatically follow. I've seen that people follow fluency, but they are not doing anything. They want fluency. It's always in their head, but they are not doing anything for it. So it's better to just put your efforts and don't think about fluency. Fluency will follow you. That's my
Absolutely,
thoughts on this particular topic. Hmm.
absolutely agree with you. And I am one of them who is also for of things. And I wanted to know, like, are you hail from Uttarakhand? It is a very beautiful place. So where have you spended your childhood, like when you were child? So where you spended your, like, in Uttarakhand or somewhere else?
Mm. So I was born in Bhatinda, Punjab. Then my father took us to many places because he was in army, and then wherever he went, we went together with him. So yes, I'd been to many places like Madhya Pradesh, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh, then Patiala, Punjab, then Nagrota, Jammu Kashmir, Assam, and Delhi, like many places. So I've got lots of exposure in my life, meeting people, after every 3 years, meeting new people, making new friends, and many teachers that I still cherish the bond with. I got many good teachers throughout my schooling, and I'd been to many different schools, right? So it makes you dynamic when you get this exposure in your life.
After 3 years, here to there, like that.
Right, right. Are you also from the same background?
I am. I don't. I am. That's why I
That's why
know
you
that.
can relate. Mm.
Okay, so
Mm.
yes, you ever been like you have been Madhya Pradesh, but in Madhya Pradesh, any places have you visited? Like there is Riva. Have you visited Riva?
Not Riva, but yes, there is this another thing I want to add that I've done my MBA from Madhya Pradesh only, from Gwalior. Hmm.
Walia.
Hmm.
Okay.
Gwalior. So I've been to Gwalior and then Jhansi and a little like here and there in Gwalior.
Yes, that is the very good thing actually being
Hmm.
we we get that opportunity to visit every states and
Hmm.
that we beauty of every places. So that is I also love to travel a lot.
Mm. And my interest is mostly in this historical places like forts. I've seen many forts in Gwalior as well, and then in Jhansi, Jodhpur, Rajasthan. So I always admire this historical places, and I'm more into like watching or seeing museums. So this is my interest. I don't like just traveling and just roaming around, but watching something historical.
That's right. That is also like you mentioned Jodhpur, Rajasthan. So where have you been in Rajasthan?
Many places. There is Mehrangarh Killa and then Umaid Bhavan and which the place actually I was there in 2014 I guess. So it's a long time now. So I'm not able to recall many places. But yes, then there was this zoo. I visited that zoo twice. And yes, I've done my graduation from there. So we used to travel a lot. We used to roam here and there with my friends a lot. So yes, on Jodhpur roads, on on in malls, watching movies together. So I had lots of fun with my friends.
Do you feel that like that memory? Do you remember that days like how you like and
Hmm.
again?
I don't have that photographic memory. I can't remember everything clearly, but yes, a little bit of everything I remember. I remember my friends as well. I am still in talking terms with them. So yes, I wish I could go back, but there is no return ticket to that place again or that phase again. We have to just go forward, and I think that we are never going to get all these enjoyment and all these friends again in our life. Now it's all about our kids only, right?
Right.
Mm.
So I enjoy seeing them, doing lots of things. I feel all things like I feel my childhood like I am again living that life. So
Hmm.
I
But yes, but it's very tiring job. How many kids do you have?
two,
Two kids.
two kids I have.
Mm. Same. I also have two kids, and I feel it's you need to be very energetic to handle two kids. Right? In
Yeah,
earlier times, our parents used to handle three, four kids as well. But now handling two kids is also a big task.
very big task. I don't know my mama they they used to handle us, but yeah, you are right. It is
Mm.
actually I enjoy actually, handling them. I enjoy playing
Mm.
with them. It's so I enjoy and just they are actually in here. We they get a lot time to playing, so they go out and play 4 5 hour. Like in these days, winter vacation is going on, so in evening they go for 2 hour. Morning they go. They get a community. It's community, so that is
Right.
a lot to me as well. Doing
Hmm.
job like
So,
YouTube also it is very hard work.
mhm. So they are going out. That is the reason that you are enjoying. But it's not same with me. They are always after me. My little one is like a bundle of energy, I can say, and he's always on his move, and he always want to sit in my lap. And if he'll see me standing somewhere or roaming around somewhere, he'll always ask me to carry him. So,
Oh,
yes, I'm not enjoying that much, but yes, we are
uh-huh.
just going with the flow.
Are he?
Hmm.
How old are he?
My little one is 3 years old, and the other
So
one is 5 years old.
he's little. My elder one is 9,
Hmm.
completed, and my younger one is 6, completed, 7 is running. So they little grown.
Hmm, they are grown up. Right, right, right. So, do you think that the struggle changes when the kids grow up?
Yes, a lot. Here I used to, get up night, and I used to do everything. They were depend on me, but now
Hmm.
they do the work, whatever,
Hmm.
they help their self, like
Hmm.
clean. They does. They both does their work, even pack bag, do homework, everything.
Hmm. That's great. I'm also looking forward to this phase. I hope I'll also get this soon. So, what are your plans for yourself? Now, what do you want to do in your life? Because you are now a little free from your kids, right? So, do you have
I
some plans?
Yes, I started teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Actually, I was interested earlier, fashion designer. I have done that stitching classes, and but I wanted to get admission for fashion designer. So I there was English needed, and I was very poor in this language, as well as writing, reading. Every part was very weak. So
Mm-hmm.
I do, but let's see. I am thinking let's again pursue, and
Fashion designing.
yeah, if uh, I learn very good this language. Still I
Mm-hmm.
have some problem. In 1 year I have been doing this, but I have lots of problems. I'm working on it. I know
Mm-hmm.
that it's a take. After that I'll do, and I started teaching. For these days I give spoken classes to elementary level student.
Mm-hmm.
So my job, like when kids went out, that time I can manage everything. Then when go play, so I try to do like take classes for 1 hour, and I
Mm,
started
very
doing
nice.
for.
Very nice. Very nice. That's commendable. And like, do you have any idol for this fashion industry? Do you look up to someone?
Idol, actually there are so much idols, like Manish Malhotra, and these days, what her name, that girl, she recently she went that com festival something
Yes.
is, I am not getting right now.
Mm, but I know her.
Yes, I know her. See how
Mm,
beautiful makes dresses. I can make every dresses,
mm,
even very big. If I see pictures, I can make. Only my English was very poor. That's the reason I couldn't do.
mm-hmm.
So I'm, if my English will strong, I'm working every part, like reading, writing, whatever is
Mm-hmm.
needed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Right. And I must suggest you that if your interest is in fashion designing and you need English for that particular field as well, then you must watch fashion designers video who are speaking in English. There, from there, you'll get fashion related vocabulary and how to frame
right.
sentences, to speak about that. So that would be the best thing for you. Do you follow
Yes.
any
Uh,
such designer?
that girl, that what name, I'm not getting right now. I do not follow these days. I just stopped, I lost my hope, like no, I cannot do, so I thought, no, this is weakness, so just work on it. After
Mm-hmm.
that,
Hmm.
work.
And I guess Manish Malhotra has also a very good command over this English language, right? So you can watch his videos as well to learn English related to fashion designing.
Yes, I should.
Hmm.
I should. I,
Right, right.
okay. Right now your baby little one, I think must he have been sleeping.
Yes, he's sleeping right now. That is why I'm free, and that is why I'm taking my calls these days at 9 o'clock only, because during whole day they are running here and there, and I'm busy after them only. It's very difficult to make them even brush their teeth in morning. They'll just get up and run away. So yes, I'm always after them.
Mm. So like I can feel like you are, very tired, like feeling sleepy. Okay. Go on.
Maybe my face is this way only, but I'm not
And
that sleepy.
actually, after whole day working and just this time we feel like let's go. My kids, he was, calling like, Mama, come, because he has habit to sleep with me. And
Mm.
so I have done all responsibility today to my husband. I said, just make them sleep. I
Uh,
have a very small.
That's great. That's great that you both are working together to handle your kids, right? Okay. So my kid is also knocking at the door, and I think it's good time to wrap up this call. We have covered a lot today, right? Okay.
Happy.
Same here.
I'm satisfied. Okay,
Same here. It was really nice talking to you, and I hope to meet you again soon.
definitely.
Mm.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, then. See you. Bye.